Hello, people of the internet, this is Shaky Jake, and I really need a catchphrase. You are watching Max Payne by Remedy Entertainment, where previously we took out a whole bunch of people, encountered a couple of glitches, and we also had some slight lag at the beginning of the video, but thankfully that's now stopped, and we're going to carry on with trying to take out Vinny Gogniti, because we failed to do that last time. So we are going to have to play the same bit back through again for a few minutes and not get killed by a grenade, because we're actually fairly close to the end of the first part of the game, I believe. So what I want to do for this part, if I can, is finish off the first act of the game and possibly start off Act 2 as well. Or I might just leave the start of Act 2 till the next part, but we'll see. Okay, so we got another guy here. Okay, thankfully we didn't get blown up then. Let's take a couple of painkillers and take him out. Thankfully he shot the wall and missed. Now then, let's see if we can take out Vinny Gogniti.
Open, goddammit! Payne! I'll kill you, you lousy freaking cop!
I still think the sound is slightly glitched here, but whatever. Let's throw a grenade. Lovely. Let's throw another grenade. And let's switch weapons. I'm hoping some of these guys come up the stairs so we can take them out. Alternatively, we can just stand on here and shoot them this way. Thankfully, your aim is terrible. Yours might not be, though. There's actually more guys than I remembered. Oh, God. Okay. Yes, good. You're coming up the stairs. Just what I want to see. Thank you. And are you going to come up? Right, you're limping, which is a good sign. Right, there's one more guy, and then I think Vinny's around nearby. Let's see. Somehow that missed. I'm not quite sure how. Okay, oh, there's one more guy again. Leap. Okay, there's Vinny Gogniti. Let's try and take him out as quick as we can. Okay, you can hear him panting, which I've never noticed before when you're fighting him. I thought that was just in the cutscene. But he's gone, and even though he's died, he's not actually dead.
Gogniti ran out of steam in a dead-end alley with steam boiling out of the sewer grates like all the fires of hell were burning high beneath us. It was shakedown time. Where's Lupino?
Screw you!
Bad start, Vinny.
Ah! Police brutality!
I rate pretty high on that.
You can't just hurt me in cold blood?
Just keep telling yourself that. Listen good, Candyman. I'm not gonna be anybody's fall guy. I want to know where your boss is hiding. There was no glory in this. I hadn't asked for this crap. Trouble had come to me in big dark swarms. The good and the just were like gold dust in the city. I had no illusions. I was not one of them. I was no hero. Just me and the gun and the crook. My options had decreased to a singular course.
I'll tell you, just don't hurt me no more. Lupino's at Ragnarok, the nightclub. Book me, take me in, hold me to the freaking jail, just don't hurt me.
Your rights will be ready at your funeral.
Well, that was nice.
Ragnarok was Lupino's private nightclub, a den of drugs built into an old theater. I knew what waited inside. V-head junkies ready to explode in random acts of senseless violence. And Lupino's goon squad, the worst stone-cold killers this side of hell. Ragnarok was as inviting as a headache, flickering and flashing to a machine gun beat. The belly of the nightclub was a gothic theme park that began with bondage games and led to the nasty stuff from there. As subtle with its dark message as a cop-killer bullet through the heart. Like father, like son. Just like Jack Lupino.
And here we are. So So I'm just going to pause it for a second. And I only just realised watching that cutscene at the end of the previous level that whoever modelled for Vinnie Gognitti looked a lot like Niles Crane from Frasier. Just saying. Back to the main game. So I'm not sure if it's very audible in the mix, but you can actually hear disco music playing, which is pretty cool. It really sells the concept of this dingy nightclub. Still nothing on TV. And we got a shotgun, so... Oh, we actually ran out of Berettas. I didn't realise that. Must have lost those in the midst of the previous level. So we're going to use the shotgun for a while. Right, we need to press this, which will open this up.
Got him down.
Okay, you're dead. And so will you be.
The book had never been a bestseller.
Oh, this book.
Given the setting, I was surprised to find that somebody had been passing time reading. The paperback was entitled The Age of Murder and Storm. The blurb on the back mentioned Norse mythos and Ragnarok, the end of a Viking world with a terrible winter that covered the earth in ice, when vile crimes were rampant and all humanity lost. I could see how somebody impressionable might get it into their head that we were at the end of time. I was also beginning to see what the nightclub and its owner were all about.
Remedy weren't exactly subtle with the amount of Norse mythology in this game. They actually toned it down a lot more in the sequel, but you know, it works for the concept of this game. Now then, I need to go through here. Oh, okay, that was bad timing on my part, but oh well. And so was that. Oh well. Let's try that again. So we got dual engrams, but I don't want to use those just yet. For some reason, since I started recording tonight, I can only hear sound coming from the wrong side of my headphones. So I can hear it from the right, but I can't hear it from the left. It's very disorientating. And it seems to only be whilst I'm recording. It doesn't happen. It's not doing it whilst I'm, you know, using anything else. It's just when I'm recording. So I don't know what's happened there, but I hope it's not permanent, because it would be rather annoying if so. And we've seen that cutscene again, so now I am actually... You know what, let's use the engrams at least once. Although, no, screw it, we got Berettas back, so... Alright, we dodged the explosion. Now, back to the shotgun, and... He just shrugs off a shotgun shot, but he won't that time. And there's somebody shooting us from the top balcony there. So let's kill you as quick as possible. Anyone else? Feels like there's at least one more person around. Yes. Oh, they're throwing Molotovs. Good strategy. Let's... Oh... Okay, they've actually got a good strategy. Well played, game. And I'm burning to death, so that's the first semi-interesting death animation there. Right, I had to use all the painkillers there, but it was worth it, because we're going to avoid this. And grab some guns. Oh, we might as well kill you, seeing as we can see you. Right, we need to go through there then. Oh, yeah, okay. A little bit close for comfort there. Running low on ammo as well, which doesn't help. But Ragnarok is a pretty cool nightclub. A bit dingy, but it's an improvement over the hotel we were at.
Got him down.
Okay, that didn't go too bad, at least. Good use of bullet time there. Got some shotgun ammo. think there's another cutscene coming up very shortly.
Books on the occult had been piled on the table. The room was stacked with light reading, such as Necronomicon, Witchcraft, and Paradise Lost. Old exotic titles like Malleus Maleficarum and De Umbrarum Reini Novum Portus. Books with pentagrams on their covers, all dealing with the occult and the infernal, lying between stacks of horror videos and a couple of Ouija boards. The only thing I could take seriously was the thought of Lupino taking it seriously. He had been spending a lot of time getting intimate with the guy downstairs.
Is that a video player? Oh yeah, it is. I think that is actually a video player next to the TV. Right then, we need to get out of here. Oh, nice bit of rolling action, but it won't save you. Or maybe it will, because you actually dodged that very well. That eyeball art is creepy. Now, is anybody else going to try and sneak down here? Or throw a grenade or something? Because it wouldn't surprise me at this point. Okay, I can hear gunfire. Ugh! Okay. I hate it when there's people who are sneakily to the left or the right of me. Open the doors at least. Oh my god, game, really? To nobody's great surprise, I forgot to save. And I managed to make one here, so if I do die, I don't have to play too much again. Let's try this without dying. That was a complete miss on my part, so well done me. That was better though. I'm going to skip the cutscene because you don't need to see that again. Now this is where I died pretty much, so let's avoid it. But if we go up the stairs and then not die at this point. And I misremembered it yet again because it's the next part where I died. Oh god, you could have easily killed me this entire time, but you were charitable, which was good of you. Again, this game is very good at trolling you, especially on the hardest difficulty settings. Okay, you're the idiots that killed me last time. Thankfully you didn't get another shot off. Nice light show there that we can keep playing, I believe. Yep, seems to have infinite amount of triggers. Let's leave that alone. Oh, now one thing I do want to check, can we actually destroy these lights? Don't think we can. Just give them a little bit of a shock. I'm going to take my time through here because I have this nasty feeling that I'm going to get trolled again at some point. Like a grenade down here.
I wouldn't say anything to his face. He might not. Who knows what he's doing?
Somebody's gotta go in there. It's too freaky. All screaming. It's been 3 days now.
Don't look at me. Hell no, I ain't got no leverage.
I'm just saying it gives me the creeps, especially now. It's gone all quiet in there.
There he is.
I think I managed to play all of that conversation out. I don't think they said anything else after that, but I'll find out. Oh yeah, I've died anyway, so I'll no doubt find out. One thing I forgot to show off was that you can actually cross it to the other side of the room here and get some interesting stuff. So I can't believe I forgot to show that, but at least dying has given me a chance to show you now. Now let's see if there's more to that conversation.
I wouldn't say anything to his face. He might not. Who knows what he's doing?
Somebody's gotta go in there. It's too freaky. All screaming. It's been 3 days now.
Don't look at me. Hell no, I ain't got no leverage.
I'm just saying it gives me the creeps, especially now. It's gone all quiet in there.
No, that appears to be it. Now I'm going to actually use the Ingrams for the first time ever because I suspect this is going to be quite difficult. Oh, and he shot his friend. What an idiot. Good one. Well done, enemy AI. And we seem to be missing every single shot. Ooh, nice overview there. Unique camera angle. Just make sure there's nobody else. There's someone skulking around, which is interesting because you'd think a unique camera angle like that would have indicated that everyone was dead, but if they're skulking around, that means they're going to come very shortly. I think that's all of them. Just break these boxes, see if there's anything in there. Yes, there is. Painkillers, lovely. We can open and close this case of money, apparently. Doesn't do anything for us. Nice generous dose of painkillers in this room. Maybe Remedy wanted to think that we were all going to die very quickly on this part of the game, so nice generous dose of painkillers for this part. I'm just going to save. Oh, hello. Yay, nice death animation here. And he's fallen through that trapdoor. And there's somebody else shooting. Oh, hello. How did that even hit me? How did that even hit me? Oh, that's why. Okay. Kill you then. And then hope we can snipe the other guys off with some clever movements. Have to be very careful here. Okay, there's a guy up there, and there's another guy to my right at the same platform. A little bit hard to hit from down here. This is why having the high ground is preferable in literally every single situation. Alas, I do not have the high ground right now. Just take my time going up. Because one lucky shot could kill me. Ugh! Like that. Thankfully we killed you just in the nick of time. I'm not pulling any punches here, I am actually making a lot of saves, more than I normally would. Ooh, snow again. Nice view, cars are covered in snow, nice bit of detail there. Now I see what Remedy were trying to accomplish here. They've actually made the snowstorm actually feel a lot more intense now, which is good, because I thought last time it was a little bit like, yeah, this is quite relaxed for a snowstorm. But yeah, now it's actually conveying how serious it is. And let's... Oh, there's more guys down here. They've respawned. Or some new guys have respawned in their place. Is there anyone else? I don't want to fall from here, because otherwise I will die. That seemed to be the only guy, thankfully. Right, to this corner. And we're back outside. That was a very odd way to say outside for me. I apologise for that. I wouldn't want to do this though. Like, you know, walking around on rooftops hoping not to fall off, and on snow as well. Very scary. Especially if somebody tries to shoot me roundabout now, which, given this game's habit of surprising me, I'm not surprised. Ooh, okay. One guy down here. But you're dead now, and we have the high ground this time, so we can surprise you. Get some revenge. The Desert Eagle wasn't quite suited for this task, but the dual Ingrams were absolutely fantastic. Now then, let's make our way downstairs very slowly. There's a shotgun that's in a very odd position on the actual rail. let's just switch to the Berettas for a bit. I don't think we need engrams for this. Now, is anyone else going to come up? Yeah, I can see one guy down here on the staircase. Okay, handrail, you let me down. But thankfully, we're getting quite a lot of interesting camera angles for this level, and I'm not too sure why. 3 saves left. I have to take this nice and slow. I say that, and then I'm just running across here as if this is nothing. But there's painkillers, so it's not a problem. Oh, God, that's the problem, though. Getting snuck up on by 3 guys. This game's given me a lot more jumps than it used to. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, because I'm not sure if this game is actually designed to make you jump this much. Alright, is that all of them? Yes, it seems to be. Oh, this I remember, because you can interact with all the instruments. So if you go to the drum kit, and if you get behind it, we can go full-blown drummer. Yeah, so you can do that, and then if you go to the guitar, you have to walk over it, it makes a noise. I think that's meant to be an electric, I don't think it's a bass, but who knows, I'm guessing it's an electric. And then the mic.
Karaoke never was my scene.
Well, I can imagine Max not being the kind of that kind of guy anyway, so it doesn't surprise me. Even if all this stuff hadn't happened, he probably wouldn't have been a good singer. Although I could imagine him in an 80s prog rock group, I don't know why. But here I think we have to press both of these. And then, yeah, there's a guy coming, so let's shoot you before you shoot us. Oh, and there's a shotgun guy. And we accidentally shot one of the speakers. I apologise for that in advance, speakers. Any more of you? Doesn't seem to be. Now I remember this part because I think there was a slight puzzle behind this, that you had to press the right buttons. So I'm not right, that one goes up for definite, that's fine. That, I don't think that was meant to happen, but we'll come back to it if not. Okay, that opens that. And then that opens that. I think we need to shut 3 back up. Yeah, there we go. That's given us a clear exit, I believe. No doubt we'll find out once a guy tries to jump me and kill me. Yep, like that. Oh, that's going to hurt us, isn't it? Yeah, thought so. Hate grenades. They're so overpowered in this. And he's gone away, which is worrying. Did he... Oh, what an idiot. So he tried shooting me, and then he fell off. Well done. Or maybe he just went... Oh, he must have stood on the planks of wood, which are really thin, and then he must have fell through that. That makes sense. But that's what you get for getting a lucky grenade shot off on me. Well, it's not a shot, but it's a lucky grenade. Although I don't want to take my chances over this, and I think we're close to the end of the level, so I'm going to save, and then we'll do this. Now then, let's jump over here. We got 2 saves left. If I fall off here, I will die, so let's not do that. And there we go, that's the end of the level.
The backstage area led to Lupino's inner sanctum. The hot air inside was like an invisible wall, thick with incense and something else, a sickly sweet smell that made you gag. This was the rotten core of the Big Apple. Lupino lurked somewhere ahead, like a spider at the center of his web, waiting. The vapors in the air started to make my head swim. Torn pieces of a letter lay scattered on the sofa.
Sofa? Where? Oh, that sofa. I gotta say, that makes more sense.
Quincinella had threatened Lupino in writing. The note had been torn to pieces, bloody fingerprints all over them.
Don't want you to think that one of my boys is not playing with a full deck. Shape up, Jack. We are running a business here. I'd hate to send the trio to strong-arm you.
The trio were the Don's notorious henchmen. It was obvious that Lupino hadn't been intimidated by the threat.
Okay, so this is getting a little bit creepy.
Lupino's notes covered the table.
Yeah, it's getting a bit creepy around here.
Jack Lupino was crazy, all right. The table was scattered with notes of demented arcane nonsense written in rusty blood. A mishmash list of demons, devils, and dark gods evoked.
Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Baphomet, Lucifer, Loki, Cthulhu, Lilith, Hela! Blood given to you all.
He was after that old Faustian deal. Your soul for power and fortune. Just sign on the dotted line with your blood.
Are there any more cutscenes?
Lupino's notebook lay on the pedestal. Jack Lupino was crazy, all right.
Mythic wolves, let loose to devour the sun and the moon. Lupino is the wolf. I'm Mr. Beast, the big bad Fenris wolf. I'm the end of the world man, wearing the flesh of fallen angels.
After Y2K, the end of the world had become a cliché. But who was I to talk? A brooding underdog avenger alone against an empire of evil, out to right a grave injustice. Everything was subjective. There were only personal apocalypses. Nothing is a cliché when it's happening to you.
I do like that last line about nothing is a cliche when it's happening to you, because it's so true. And Max Payne called himself an Avenger. I don't think you'd get into the Avengers, Max. You're too dark and broody for them. Let's just pause. Now, I'm going to go slightly off topic for a moment, or maybe it's on topic, depending on your point of view. But when I saw the Max Payne film adaptation, it did some very bizarre things with the script. And I haven't talked about the Max Payne film much because I haven't seen it in years, and it wasn't a very good film. I was very charitable to it when I first watched it. But for some bizarre reason, Jack Lupino was the main villain of the Max Payne film. Considering he's the Act 1 boss of this game, and presumably he's not going to show up much after this act, it's really strange that the scriptwriters for the Max Payne film promoted Jack Lupino as the main villain. I am being serious. And it's ridiculous because Max Payne should not be a hard film to make. All you do is take the game script, cut a few bits, and then adapt it as it is. You don't need to change the formatting of the actual plot or anything, which that film adaptation did. But, you know, I just find it weird that Jack Lupino got promoted as the main villain for the film, and then all the other characters got shafted in comparison. But I'm going to save and then we'll go back to the game. So we've got 6 saves left, although I remember this being a fairly short level, assuming you didn't die. So it doesn't matter too much.
Of fallen angels, come to me all. Astaroth, Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Baphomet, Lucifer, Loki, Satan, Cthulhu, Lilith, Hela. Blood to you all. Secrets living under the skin of reality.
I think this guy's a little bit obsessed.
Corruption of flesh. I'm the wolf, yeah. I am the wolf.
Yep, this guy is the epitome of obsessed.
It's close. It's coming. You have come.
Right then, this is going to be very difficult, and I always die on this level because of how brutal it is.
I will rise to her side.
But Remedy thankfully give you a whole bunch of painkillers to make it a bit easier.
And the words.
And I'm going to use the Ingrams for this because it's worth it. And also, this is the last level where you're going to have weapons for a few levels, so it's not a problem. Just use as much ammo as you want, basically. Is anyone going to come and attack me yet? Oh, there we go. Bells are ringing. Okay, wait for them to come to me. And then hope I don't die. because this can be very difficult. And you want to pay attention to where the enemies are coming from, because they can surprise you like this. Oh god, okay, let's take some painkillers. Yeah, I'm just going to focus on this side and hope they stop coming from there, because then I can focus on the guy up here. Actually, we will snipe you. Hopefully. Oh god, okay. This strategy seems to be working for me though. I don't usually do this, but they seem to be doing this quite a lot, so I'm going to just stay here and hope they stop. Oh, come on game, really? So now I've got to listen to all that speech again.
Fallen angels, come to me all. Astaroth, Beelzebub, Asmodeus, Baphomet, Lucifer, Loki, Satan, Cthulhu, Lilith,
I didn't think that shotgun ammo would get through the beams there, but it obviously did. Now when we've done this level, I might play for a bit longer or I might stop, I'm not sure yet. I'm leaning towards just playing through the next level after this. Okay, let's do a bit of dodging. Kill you. I'm just going to have to be very smart about this. I say that and then I get loads of damage. Oh, what? Come on. I was just about to use a painkiller. I told you this level was going to be hard. Okay, let's just use some painkillers now, because we know there's loads of them. I may actually make a save after the cutscene, just so I don't have to hear that speech again.
I've seen it. The corruption of flesh.
I really don't want to have to listen to this speech again. And if you walk to here, the bell just gets triggered, so you might as well do that.
It's coming. You have come. The end.
Okay, there's a guy up there. That's part of the problem.
It's now. I will rise to her side. I don't need the words.
Oh my god, come on. Maybe the Ingrams aren't the best weapon for this. Okay, let's shoot you. Don't think we didn't kill him, but it will do. I keep forgetting whether I'm supposed to hold the mouse button down or not, but I think you can do either. Okay, dodge that.
It's now. I will rise to her side.
Switch weapons for a bit.
I don't need the words.
Okay, I can't tell where that gunfire's coming from. It's up here. Fine. And then shoot you. You have to kill so many guys before Lupino shows himself. And I'm saying Lupino in a very posh way for me. Lupino. Yeah, I seem to be pronouncing it differently to how I normally would. Okay, there's a guy up there, I think. Yes. Doubt we can shoot through the curtains or the wood. Oh god, okay, you snuck down very quickly. Use some painkillers. Any more of you? Okay, let's just make a quick save. Of course I'd save as I'm going to die. Oh my god, I have actually made a save where I just die. Oh my god. Why did I do that? Thank god for autosaves. If I didn't have that autosave, I would have had to have started all the way back from chapter 2. Which would have been awful. This is why you have multiple saves, people, and I never learned from that lesson.
I will rise
Okay, Molotov guy needs to die as soon as possible. I literally don't know how many guys you fight on this level. I know you have to fight several before Lupino shows himself up. And there I go again, saying Lupino instead of Lupino. But I know you have to kill several guys before he shows up. And you know when he's showing up because a cutscene plays. And it's these shotgun guys. These are the most dangerous enemies in this level. The pistol guys and the Ingram guys are actually not too bad. It's just the shotgun guys that really screw you over. And that guy high up is also making it 10 times worse. Oh look, we're in the flesh of fallen angels apparently. Or blood, or whatever. I think it's meant to be blood. Blood water. Oh god. Okay, Molotov again. Okay. The roll dodge seems to be working quite well here. Okay, you're dead. You're dead as well. Thankfully I turned around at the right time. Let's use some painkillers and not stand here because this is where I had the infinite death. Save. Okay, you tanked quite a lot of shots there. Do they just keep spawning until I kill that guy at the top? Because if so, that's really annoying. Oh, I had no ammo. Great. Come on, shoot. And then I need to shoot you as well. Oh no, you're dying anyway. It's you I need to shoot. Okay. Just about tanked that. And there we go, there's Lupino.
I had known there'd have to be a catch in it somewhere, and this one was the Empire State Building of catches. Lupino was pumped up and dying to go 15 rounds with a mutant alligator. And then he started this spooky monkey talk, straight from a bad dream. Mine.
I have tasted the flesh of fallen angels.
That's nice.
I've tasted the devil's green blood. It runs in my veins. I've seen beyond a world of skin, the architecture of blood and bow and arrow. Death is coming! She is coming, and hell follows with her. This is the twilight winter. I am ready to be her son. Her time is now, and all who stand in her way must die! Die!
Okay, you really need to get on a detox program, dude. You're crazy. Right, save. Yeah, I ain't taking any chances. We're saving. Whoever the voice actor is for Lupino did a really good job here. And despite the fact I've got dual Ingrams, I'm still using another gun. I'm still using the Beretta or the Desert Eagle by the looks of it. But thankfully we can dodge. It's a little bit crazy that he has Molotovs, but I'm hoping I can kill him as soon as possible. Because in some ways Lupino can be easier to kill than his staff, and in this case we didn't do too bad.
When Lupino finally went down, I wanted to make real sure he'd stay that way. V was a bad monster, turned them into friggin' zombie demons from outer space.
I think he's dead already.
Huh? And that's when it happened.
But dead or not, you've got the wrong guy.
In stepped this knockout femme fatale, holding a gun to my face. I returned the favor. Lisa Punchinello. Lisa Punchinello was the Don's wife.
Mona Sachs. Lisa's evil twin.
Your safety's off, evil twin. You might hurt someone with that gun of yours.
Lisa's the damsel in distress. I'm the professional. I'd blow you away without batting an eye.
Sure, and you can check out my credentials splattered all over this joint.
Jack couldn't have framed you. Not the state he was in. We're after the same slime bag. Angelo Punchinello's the one who murdered your friend and framed you with it.
You know this for a fact.
I've got my sources.
I don't have a clue these days. I just shoot them as they come. Who put a contract on the Archfiend?
This one's mine. I hate the guts of that sadistic wife-beater. Why not pool our bullets for this one?
I thought you'd never ask. My finger was starting to twitch.
How do you like your whiskey?
I'm easy, as long as you don't try to slip me a Mickey.
You're a real angel, Max.
It was good stuff. Tasted sweet as honey going down.
Nothing personal. Can't risk you going berserk and getting Lisa killed.
The nightmare was always the same. Violent shapes moving in darkness, old and ugly. The killer's mad laughter was a riddle filled with wicked innuendo. Somewhere, the baby was crying.
And here we go, the first nightmare of the game. When I originally played this freaked me out so much to the point where I was almost put off because I don't deal with stuff like this very well. However, it is a very strong piece of storytelling, especially considering what we've already experienced. And part 2 really gets off to a memorable start because of everything's feeling a lot more amplified at this point. Now, the nightmare physics, as you can see, are very trippy. So jumping is a lot, you can jump a lot more than you normally can, and your movement speed is a little bit quicker, or maybe that's an illusion. And you can get lost here because I don't actually know which way you're supposed to go for the maze, so I'm just going to assume this way, because otherwise you can just fall back on yourself and then you hear Max screaming or somebody else screaming. It might have been his wife, I'm not sure, but essentially you have to try and find your way to Max's wife and baby daughter.
Should have known it when we found you snoring next to Lupino's corpse. A comedian, huh?
Fortunately, we got lucky this time around. And you'll notice there's actually a significant amount of foreshadowing in this part. When we were in the Ragnarok nightclub, there was a lot of foreshadowing to Lupino's mental state being all over the place and completely messed up.
Michelle looked at me from the photo. The Payne family. Happiness captured in a Polaroid moment. I had thought it would last forever, till death do us part. I didn't want to think about it. As long as I didn't, it could never happen. But I had broken my own rule. The thought had already slipped in. Fear was rusty needles poking at my brain. Cold and scaly, it slithered down my chest.
And now we've got some foreshadowing. Okay, I think I missed that one when I first played the game, but it's a nice bit of, it's a nice way to add to Max's character to reflect on the fact that his wife and baby have been dead for a number of years. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, the foreshadowing. As you could see in that previous cutscene as well, somebody was talking to Max, and he was in a chair, or tied up in a chair. And we'll see that in the first proper chapter for this game once we've done the prologue.
Pictures were filled with good old times.
Ah, that looks like Alex.
Alex and I had a few moments of glory between us. Crime-fighting comrades, the best in NYPD DEA collaborative team. Good-hearted macho bullshit like that. I would have given anything to have him here as my backup. No such luck. No luck at all.
Yeah, that's another one I would have definitely missed on my first playthrough. But moving on, we need to try and get to our wife and baby. Yeah, that definitely didn't happen last time. Can we still have a shower in the nightmare? I've never tried this before. No, apparently we can't. Okay. Mirror's cracked. I don't think. Again, this is just a very dark twist on the prologue, but it's done really well. And if you're playing this in the dark, which I'm not, because I don't want to freak myself out this late at night. It's almost midnight when I'm playing this, and it's. Yeah, I don't want to give myself a full-blown nightmare when I go to bed. But if you play this in the dark with headphones on, like I'm almost doing, because again I haven't got the lights off, but I've got the headphones on. If you play this in the dark, late at night with headphones on, good luck trying to get to sleep. Especially with this bit. Because this is messed up.
I love to watch cartoons. Captain Baseball Bat Boy's my favorite.
Okay, a bit of foreshadowing from the real world there if you listen to the dialogue very closely. I shouldn't need the save, but I'm making it just in case I fall off, because this is really badly implemented. I hate this part of the game just because of this. Because the nightmare in itself isn't actually a bad idea, it's just from a storytelling perspective, but because the platforming is so poorly implemented in Max Payne, it doesn't work as well as it should have done. And you can be prepared to die a lot here. I know I certainly do. I know there's a way you can actually cheat this out and just jump to the end of the actual puzzle, but I'm going to try and play it like I'm supposed to. If you fall, you die basically. And Max has a really high-pitched scream on at least... I can't remember if it's this one or later on, but I know he has a high-pitched scream at some point. Okay, you can hear Max's baby crying now, so that implies we're getting closer. Okay, I think we're getting away from her, so let's head back. And also with the jumping, it gets really bad as well. It's actually not as bad on PC because I prefer the keyboard and mouse controls compared to a controller, but when I played this on the PS2, this was dreadful. Although I think even on PC this had performance issues at the time when it was released, but I wouldn't know because I played this on PC I think in 2010 or 2011, because I originally played the game in 2008, but I didn't play the PC version until 2 or 3 years later. But I'm not a big fan of this. I'm sure there's a mod somebody's made where you could skip these levels, but it honestly wouldn't surprise me if they do exist. And I'm lost. I can't think where I'm supposed to go, although it's got a bit louder here, so maybe if I go up here. Okay, that's the end of the blood trail, so no. So I didn't get lost at the first maze, but I got lost here. The only thing I like about the nightmare levels is the theme for them. Like, this theme is genuinely fantastic. And one thing it does actually... Oh, here we go. I don't think this is where he came from. Let's just double check. Nope, we're there. Good. There we go.
No, please God, no.
Honestly, if these were my nightmares, and based on what this game implies, Max has these nightmares quite frequently, I don't know if I'd want to still be alive. I'd need professional help if these were the nightmares I was getting every single night. But again, I can't remember if Max said he has these nightmares all the time, or if it's just, you know, the drink amplifying it.
Dice them, shoot them full of holes, blow them to bits, vaporize them, disintegrate them. No matter what you do, they'll still be back good as new.
Michelle's diary lay on the table. Michelle was working part-time in the district attorney's office. Her diary was open on today's entry, her handwriting all pretty curves.
An army dossier found its way to my desk yesterday. Valhalla? Isn't that a Norse myth? Something about Vikings? I tried to tell Max about it, but he was busy, that cute frown on his brow. Guess it's nothing, just a mix-up at the courier service.
From now on, I would always find time for her. It was a hollow promise. Too little, too late.
Oh, that's so bleak. And again, another cutscene I would have missed on my first playthrough. But I think we're at the end now. Or nearly at the end.
No, please, Max! Why? I didn't mean to. I'm sorry.
That's a little freaky game. Why am I shooting my own wife?
Murderer! You killed her!
Nothing like that ever happens in the real world.
And there we go, part 2.
I woke up in a bad dream. My head felt 2 sizes too small for my brain.
Max Payne. I envy your name.
And the killer was smiling.
Pleased to meet you. I'm Frankie the Bat Niagara.
Niagara, as in you cry a lot. He had a baseball bat and I was tied to a chair. Pissing him off was the smart thing to do.
Nothing wrong with a little laugh now and then. Take me, for example. I love to watch cartoons. Cartoon violence is a fascinating thing. Let's take a break. I need to take a leak and maybe grab a cold one at the bar. Don't worry. I'll be back to finish this off. And then, it's checkout time.
You play, you pay, you bastard. He swaggered out, and the door clanged shut behind him, locks clicking into place. Everyone makes mistakes. Mine hadn't been to crack jokes about the goon with the bat. He'd have cracked my skull regardless. It hadn't even been to trust a girl with a gun. I had blindly gone after the first bad guy on my hit list when I should have been aiming further up the ladder, at the head of the Punchinello family. I couldn't bring myself to be pissed at Mona. Guess I had a soft spot for a pretty face.
Foreshadowing!
But when somebody decides to play baseball with your head, you tend to get sore. They had dragged me back to the basement of Lupino's hotel. I was beaten, bruised, and blue. I felt like the chair I had broken to get free. All I had was Niagara's bat, sticky with my own blood.
If there's one thing I haven't talked about much during this Let's Play, it's how fantastic James McCaffrey's voice acting really is. It's genuinely the best thing about all 3 Max Payne games. And I remember a time before Max Payne 3 was released when Rockstar were considering recasting Max Payne for the 3rd game, and it had a lot of controversy and people complained and they said, why are you dropping James McCaffrey? And Rockstar's view at the time was, oh, we need a grittier, older Max Payne. Fortunately they relented and James McCaffrey got to play him again. But seriously, his voice work for Max Payne is some of the most underrated voice acting ever in the games industry. And in that cutscene alone, when you listen to the whole "you pay, you play, you bastard" line, McCaffrey really sells that line. It's genuinely fantastic. Now, I was going to stop there. However, I feel like playing a little bit longer tonight, and I want to play through at least some of this chapter. So I'm going to make a save and then we'll go back to the actual game, because I actually quite like this level and I find it a little bit of a breather after the Nightmare level and the Jack Lupino level. Also because it means I finally get to get off.
Without a gun, I'd be no match for Frankie's men. I'd have to play hide and seek with them.
Okay, so we are pretty beat up, so let's use both of the painkillers. And we do have to... How do we get out of here? I thought it was this way around. Yeah, we've only got the baseball bat. So I need to remember which... Oh, it's this door. Okay.
It's Frankie's turn. We'll take care of it.
How would they have even seen me from there? But anyway, let's let them come to me.
There he is. What the?
Okay, I think I'm gonna die. Yeah, I'm gonna die. That was terrible. Yeah, I never remember the pattern for this. Okay, there's one guy. Let's try and kill him.
Yo!
Oh my god, okay, fine. Maybe I should just do a runner.
Without a gun, I'd be no match for Frankie's men. I'd have to play hide and seek with them.
Frankie's turn. We'll take care of it. Hey!
Okay, quick. Oh, come on.
With him.
This is where all the deaths for this part are going to come from.
It's Frankie's turn. We'll take care of it. Hey, hold it.
Okay, good. That's one down. Damn it. I'm getting fed up of hearing that dialogue, so let's just do a runner. Okay, thank you for killing your friend. Thank you so much for that. And let's quickly use the painkillers. Oh, of course I have no weapons again. I got lucky and then I died.
It's Frankie's turn. Hold it.
I love that this guy always kills his friend, but then he kills me. Please kill your friend again.
It's Frankie's turn. Yeah.
Oh my god, why am I having so much bad luck with this?
It's Frankie. Hey, yeah.
Okay, grab all the weapons we can. Yeah, this is really hard. I don't remember ever doing hide and seek with this mission.
Frankie's turn. We'll take
Unless the hide and seek means in here. I don't think they can hear me though if I stay in here. This is when a grenade or a Molotov would be useful. Okay, them two guys are coming round. Let's see if I can go behind them. I can, which is good. Okay, dodge, dodge. Okay, that was actually pretty good, but I think I'm gonna die if I'm, yeah. Right, wait for all the guys to go past. I don't normally have this much trouble, even though I'm recording, I shouldn't have this much trouble. When I play this normally, I do die a lot, but not to this extent. Okay, there's the one. Now, let's wait for the other two. And the two guys have gone past. See where I can go. Let's not go through the door this time. I mean, we could just leave straight away. Okay, yeah, let's kill these two guys. Okay, they're both dead.
Another newspaper caption for a murder scene. Frankie had left his calling card. A Captain Baseball bat boy strip next to a sewer passage filled with bodies.
You'd better not mess with Captain Baseball Bat Boy. Even my archenemy, Bicycle Helmet Girl, swoons at the sight of me. Aha!
There were enough corpses to put a mass murderer to shame.
Now, I could go back and kill those guys now that I've actually got some form of weapons, although I don't have much ammo, which is a bit of a problem. Although I seem to be getting some from here, which is good. It's a shame I don't have the actual Beretta yet. It'd be nice if the guys came looking for me again. Okay, who shoots me? These guys are. Good. Okay, you're dead. Damn it. Maybe I can try and piece them off here though. That'd be quite good if I could. I doubt it though. There's too many of them gathered. And with this little weaponry, I doubt I'll be able to do it. I'm not actually used to doing it this way normally. Normally I actually kill all these guys before I come in here. And I've already got enough weapons by then. But, you know, I actually took the hide and seek advice literally this time around. Okay. There's no way you would have seen me from there. No possible way.
Hold it. Hey, yeah.
Double kill. Okay, you got lucky. Let's give it one more try. If I die, then we'll carry on as normal. Let's hide behind this door. We won't be able to see him, but at least we can stay here for cover. I doubt they'll be able to see me unless if they've got really good, you know, good see-through vision or something. Oh, that was terrible, that was terrible. Yeah, there's too many of them, there's no way I can do this. And I've run out of weapons anyway, unless I baseball bat them all. Yeah, no way, I can't do that. Okay, let's just get out of here then, once I've destroyed these boxes. Before I beat all these up, did they actually respawn? They must have respawned. Right, let's quickly kill them all then. Okay, where am I meant to go then? Okay, I'm being shot at from somewhere. I thought I was meant to go there, but clearly not. Okay, you're dead. Oh god. I feel like I'm missing something. I think it's the door up here I'm meant to go. Yeah, there's a lift. Okay, quick. Just in the nick of time as well. And I've only got the shotgun. Please don't shoot me, please don't shoot me. Where's your gun? Okay, good. Yeah, I've definitely not done it this way before. Usually I've killed all the guys downstairs, but this time I've actually played it more realistically. I had to die a lot to find out, but played it more realistically. Let's just save and then we'll finish this level off. Almost finish this level off because, you know, it might trigger another cutscene or graphic novel sequence if I do finish it off. So let's just get to what should be the end. Oh, that was a lucky shot actually. And I defied physics again. Loads of guys. I don't think we're going to reach that guy, but we'll try. Yeah. Oh my god, I keep dying. It's really annoying now. Like that. Fortunately, we have loads of bullet time, so let's use it. And if we can get over to the ammo quick enough. Okay, you're dead. Good. Got a nice engram. And then get all the painkillers. I'm actually going to use them all. I don't remember this level being as hard as it has been, but yeah, I'm really out of practice. It is one of my favourite levels though. I'm just trying to play this with just the baseball bat. There doesn't seem to be anything in here. That doesn't work. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there for now because I don't think there's much else left for this level, but it's been a fun playthrough tonight. Some stupid deaths, some of them caused by me, but overall a good part. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.